Hey there, YouTube fam, how you be? This round is for my fellow Virgos. Now, for me, it's the sun, but it may be your moon, your ascendant, your Venus, whatever. If you feel, drawn to this video, then this round is for you. Either way, I was seeing a lot of similar cards from the Taurus. So something tells me the Earth fam has a lot of pentacle action going on right about now. I saw not only the King, but also the Queen of Pentacles while I was shuffling. Just throwing that out there. Let's go. Let's go ahead and cut the deck together. I cut it into 3, and then I pull the third, the middle stack to the top. It's one of my most worn-in cards. The Two of Swords. Virgo fam. The vibe I'm getting from this is not confusion. I tend to ask, are there things that you're not wanting to deal with because of past pain and not wanting to feel it again? Or is this the never again card? Simply I don't even need to see you, because they have that blindfold going on, right? Boop. I don't even need to see you. I can smell you coming from a mile away. Because the moon up above always speaks to me of the intuition, and the swords are the mind, right? And this person tends to be wearing, depending on the card and the print, you have either white or kind of a gray, right? Nope, it's green in my deck. Whatever. Fine. But you know what I mean? There's turbulent waters back there. So I feel like there are things behind you, metaphorically behind you, that the part they play is, no, you're not willing to put up with that crap anymore. But the twos are a new beginning. So I feel like this is more so of, instead of clomping through like a bull in a china shop, we're really thinking things through and processing with the clarity of the mind. We're getting in touch with our intuition. And that is playing a big part in our decision making these days. That's what I'm feeling, is it's that version of never again. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that game anymore. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is another 2 card, and this time it's the Wands. So your fiery passion, the courage, the drive, right? And this person literally has the world in the palm of their hand. Bam! Yeah! How's that for a thumbnail? Maybe? I don't know. You know better than me right now. I love this card because both of these, really, they have that solid foundation either way. This one may be standing there, they're kind of up on the balcony, right? Looking over, wherever shall we go next? Indeed. Fam, where do you want to go next? Now that you're beginning a new cycle, right? There are different perspectives that can be going on right now, but I really feel like having these two together is really showing your intuition is having more to do with this than ever before. You're very clear and logical about this, even when being creative and passionate, right? Chapter 3 is the 8 of Wands. This, the word that's coming to mind is spontaneous. You may have a trip that you're invited to go on that for you may seemingly come out of nowhere. But this can also be a message that to you came out of nowhere, but maybe the person had been kind of thinking and maybe a little bit nervous. Somebody has someone who's been wanting to get in touch with them, but has been a little nervous. Maybe you intimidate someone a little bit and you don't even know. You don't even know. You know what I mean? Maybe it's this energy. Hey, just saying. But again, it's the Wands. So to me, it's feeling passionate and creative and fun. And I feel like you will know when it's the right time and place. You may be worried about your responsibilities and stuff, but it feels like one of those stars aligning moments. You know what I mean? There isn't going to be confusion. Chapter 4 is Temperance. So we can go one of 2 ways, or why not both, with this. The way I'm feeling right now is someone who knows their resources, who knows what they have, the energy they're tapping into, who knows and has learned what they're capable of. They're defying gravity. First of all, this is a very alchemical card, right? Knowing, feeling like what you touch turns to gold, right? There's that enlightenment. There's that vibe with the wings of you never really needed them to fly though, really. But it's also the imagery can represent tapping into that support system, that spiritual support system, and knowing that you're heard, knowing that your prayers are heard, your thoughts are heard, your good intentions are known, right? And that when you feel lost or confused in the moment, you feel awkward because this is all new, right? This new chapter, you still have support, whether you tap into it or not. But I feel like this is a reminder that these are big changes. These are big things. So whatever divine energy means for you, you need to be up in it. You need to be feeling that because it belongs to you. It's your right, and it's your right and privilege, right? And it's helping you. It's helping you, right? With that moon and everything. This one is the sun. No matter what, nature and all of that is helping you because you are a part of things. And it feels like this month for the Earth fam, you're feeling that better than ever, clearer than ever, deeper than ever. And I feel like Virgos, we're using that. We're using this moment to just poof, take off running. Yeah. See, this is why I feel good about that Two of Swords coming up. This is the card that just came up underneath it, fam. The freaking 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is the fulfillment card. Your wishes have come true. You have that emotional maturity and intelligence going on. This is like, you got the 2.5 cards, the babbling brook, the beautiful home. Look at this rainbow going over a house. Isn't life so beautiful? Everything working well. And that's because you are following your intuition better than ever. With this new beginning, you know darn well that the world is in the palm of your hand. And you're not wasting this. You're defying gravity. You're alchemizing every moment that you possibly can, right? Rather than feeling challenged, you're accepting the lesson. And no backseas. That's what just came to me. No backseas. No backseas, right? It's all good from here on out. Underneath that Two of Wands, though, is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel, okay. So with these, like the royals of the Pentacle suit, with all that golden background, always feels to me like served on a golden platter. But with the Knight of Cups more than anyone knows that it's daily, steady work, progress, whichever word resonates the most. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes that difference. It isn't always instantaneous. Sometimes it can seem to others who are on the outside looking in and have no idea what the heck's been going on. It can seem overnight, you know what I mean? And sometimes it really can, right? It really can. But what you've been working on, this new beginning, this defiance of gravity, getting to this emotional fulfillment and being able to trust yourself and your heart and your passions and your intuition has taken some time. But I also feel like coming up underneath the Two of Wands is letting you know that this new chapter isn't going to be a fly-by-night, you blink and you missed it situation. You're continuing with that daily progress, that daily effort. It's kind of like when they talk about how your best and what you're capable of can be different from day to day. It could be different hour to hour. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. And understanding that either way, you're always on the right path. And whatever you can do, you showed up for yourself. Even if you half-ass that workout, you know, whatever. I'm the dancer, leave me alone. You still showed up. You still put just a little bit of time and effort. It all counts. And now that you figured that out, here you go. On a golden platter, right? Underneath that 8 of Wands is the 5 of Swords. This is another one of those cards that can have 2 different angles. This can speak of conflict. But for me, especially lately, and the vibes that we've had going on, it really feels like being able to look back, right? So, okay, it's coming up underneath the 8 of Wands, fam. So there may be things that are coming up, like maybe you're wary of spontaneous adventures. Maybe there are things that have happened that, you know, just drama with certain people or whatever that you didn't really handle the best in the past. But you need to remember that that was then and this is now. You know how to handle things accordingly. Because remember, this person in the foreground there, they're smiling. They have a smirk, don't they, fam? Yeah, they do. They got that smirk action going on, if I can get it to focus. So, to me, with the swords being the mind and like how they have like certain swords down on the ground and stuff, it's kind of like the 7 of Swords, where I feel like it's more so about I'm taking the wisdom from those experiences and I'm moving on with that. And I'm not going to make those same choices. I'm not going to do the same things because I'm not the same, right? So you can actually enjoy yourself. You can actually go on vacation and relax because you've learned healthier coping mechanisms. You've learned how to trust and depend on yourself and all of that good, right? You've learned through these circumstances in your life. It hasn't just and nothing, just nothing. You know, you've been gaining that wisdom and it's enabling you. Underneath that Temperance card, what did I say? It's all enabling you. All of these tools that you've been picking up along the way, all of the things. And again, we have that golden background. Like, okay, I see you. Here you go. Here's some new seeds to plant, because that came up underneath that. And now the freaking Magician is coming up underneath Temperance. You know how, you're a master alchemist. You know how to find those silver linings. You've dealt with so much and have come out the other side, and you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly who you are. You know what you're doing. And when you feel like you need to make adjustments, you just do. No fuss, no muss. You know what I mean? You trust yourself. You trust the process. You trust that it's circular, not linear. Humans, everyone just all too often, not everyone, but all too often people are just trying to make everything linear and label it and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, I just need a vibe. The caboose to this story. Wow, the major arcana at the tail end, like the way they all laid out, there are 3 major arcana here. We have the Magician that came up underneath Temperance, and now the final card in this reading is the Star. Now that I can look at, like, I'm trying to not cry. I know I'm getting all up in my feels and I'm getting overclumped. But fam, some of these cards come up because you've been through difficulty. You lost sight of yourself. You lost that ability to have faith in yourself. The Star can, like a running theme that I feel like has been going around lately, and it feels so particular, it feels for reasons, is that you're meant to be seen. Stop trying to blend in. You know what I mean? Stop trying to blend in. Stop hiding. My mom's making noise. She wants to just, yeah. You know what I mean? These are your hopes and dreams. That's also what the star represents. Your hopes and dreams and everything. Like, think about wishing upon a star and all of that grooviness. But it's also about, like, this person is, oh my goodness, hello, it just clicked. Sorry, thank you. I got there eventually. We have two beings with their feet on earth and, oh my goodness, foil please, and in water. Right? Defying gravity. You're not my daddy, I do what I want. Right? But also remember that the light is within you. That's the light. Like with the hermit and his lantern is the freaking star. That's what's meant to guide you. But I feel like with these three, bam, 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 the way they came out, so that they were nestled together, was like, you've really been like, this is that month where it all comes together for the Virgos. It all comes together. All of this work that you've been putting in, this new chapter, your epiphanies, all of it. Right? Maybe for some it's kind of felt a bit stagnant at times, but your process is taking as long as your process needs to take. So if you're among those where you feel like you're kind of the caboose end of this phase, this transitional phase that we've all been working through recently, you're still getting it. Okay? Whatever it is that you're working on, that you're healing from, that you're learning to allow and figuring out your boundaries and stuff, is working. It is, you are in the zone, and it's all, where like so much is working out this month and coming together. And that's you. You did that. You're enabling this. This is your power that you are really coming into this month. No questions, no wavering, no confusion. Okay? And on the bottom of the deck, on the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Bam. Look at us. It all begins with you. You know, the Lovers card, a lot of people like to put romance into it. And yeah. But there's that blazing sun with the angel. There's the tree of life, the tree of knowledge, right? This is that openness, that acceptance of oneself, that love and nurturing for oneself, so that you can fulfill your purpose, whatever the heck it is. For all you know, it's as simple as just being able to be happy and vibe out and just emanate. What if? What the frick if? What is that Neville Goddard quote that I really love to throw around? Because, hello, how would you feel if you were free? Fam, if there was ever a month since we've met that you can answer that question, it's June 2025. Hey, wow, fam, you've enabled yourself better than anyone else ever has your entire freaking life up to this moment. This is you. This is you. This is you. They're all you, fam. It's all you. You've got this in spades. So whatever this message is that's coming in, you may be scared. You may be a bit nervous. It may remind you of things from the past, but don't you worry, fam. You remember who the heck you are. And don't let anyone ever confuse you again. Ever. Right? Oh, fam, Virgo fam, we got this. Don't worry about it. All right. Hopefully that helped with at least some perspective. You know what I mean? And it's YouTube, so maybe at the very least you were entertained. I don't know. You tell me. Hey. Either way, I appreciate the company, Virgos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And always remember that this Virgo believes in you.